Hi, welcome to Vlogmas Day 4. This morning I am working on making some breakfast. I'm gonna heat up the air fryer and make a steak leftover from one of our date nights and some eggs. I was really craving steak this morning, so I'm gonna do that, and then I wanna talk about some of my favorite carnivore tools for here in the kitchen. I think that they're important. It makes life a little bit easier, especially when handling a lot of meat and making things that fit my lifestyle. So let's go ahead and get started on today's video. Thank you for being here. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Now, let's get into it. All right, let's dive right into my favorite carnivore kitchen tools. So I'm gonna start with the one that I use every single day, multiple times a day, and that is a set of mini tongs. So they're little. I love these things. They're great for flipping over bacon. They have the silicone end on them. They are fantastic. I serve with them. I do, you name it. I use these probably multiple times a day. I plan on getting another probably 3 or 4 pairs of these because I'm having to wash them frequently. While we're in the utensil category, ground beef masher. It just makes it easier. It makes things cleaner. I'm not having to flip meat out of the pan and work at weird angles. It's just ergonomically much easier. And then every kid's nemesis, the wooden spoon. I love this, again, for a variety of things. It works on all of my pans. I'm not afraid of it scratching it or any of that. And it's good for different meats. It doesn't flavor the meats. But a wooden spoon. Now, an unconventional tool for carnivore. A coffee grinder. Not for coffee. So I got a coffee grinder that is metal on the inside for grinding things like pepper and spices or different things like that. Mostly for pepper. I buy bulk black pepper and grind it fresh. So I grind it down to put it in my shaker or in my spice bottles, things like that, as I need it. It's cheaper that way. I control the size of the grind, all of that, but it's really fantastic, makes it easy. We even make our own chili powder using this, and so not that expensive. Got it off of Amazon, but metal so that it doesn't flavor the rest of anything. So if I wanted to grind coffee in here, I could. I've used this in a video before, but that is a burger press. So if I buy bulk amounts of ground beef, we are still talking about getting a side of beef so that I'm able to pad out burgers or even sliders. It's got the size for sliders too, but I think that thing is fantastic. Makes it easy, makes for even size burgers for even cooking. Something else I use every day, a good sized cup. You've got to stay hydrated. I drink my electrolytes out of this cup. I also have a water bottle, but I don't drink as much water as I do electrolytes. I find that I need to drink more electrolytes. I'm not as dehydrated if I do. I got this one because Stanley cups are great, but they leak. I find that this one is actually lighter weight. I like the styling of it a little bit more. I plan on getting a few more of them. It's a quarter turn, twist on and twist off. Makes it really easy to make your electrolytes, and it holds 40 ounces. I have a couple different pinch bowls of salt. This one has flake salt, so I like a good flake salt to finish a steak or any of my food, but this stays on our table. It's heavyweight, so it looks nice, but I like being able to just dip in and put flake salt and stuff. So a good salt dish. There's one by my stove that I can also measure out of with a teaspoon that has Redmond's real salt. Now, a little bit more expensive, but still well worth the purchase. Would make a great Christmas gift for somebody, birthday gift. An induction burner. So this works with induction ready cookware. It's via a magnet. So when I put stuff on it, it doesn't actually get hot. It's inductive and all sorts of fun scientific stuff. But it is the most even way of cooking. I can cook anywhere in my kitchen. I am not bound to the stove. I'm not bound inside, so I can go out on the front porch if I'm searing a steak and not make my kitchen smoky, which is wonderful. I can take it with me. I can move kind of about my house, as you will, and wherever is easiest for whatever's going on. We did fondue at the dining room table one time with it, just different things like that. So it makes it much, much easier. And cast iron works on it. I have a set of the non-stick copperware. They work on it. And then if a magnet sticks to the bottom of the pan, then it will work with an inductive cooktop. Again, a little bit more pricey, but still worth every penny. Not really a tool, but I think something that is beneficial. Paper plates and bowls. If we're trying to do things the simple way, there are days that I don't feel like cooking and cleaning. So if I'm gonna be cooking, my compromises is I'm not going to clean. So cleanup is so much easier just to throw things away. Yes, it's not the best for the environment, but it saves me time. It does different things like that. It's not all the time, but it makes it a little bit easier. It also helps Kaylin out so that she doesn't feel like she's dirtying dishes. She can help out around the house. She's able to help keep things clean. Tommy's able to help keep things clean, and it just works better for us. Now, if I'm not using paper plates, then I like a good wooden plate because it's better for your knives. If I'm cutting a bunch of meat, things like that, which we are for every meal, I don't want to dull my knives. So that's the whole purpose, and it catches the juice because there's a lip, things like that. So we got a good set of wooden plates. We wash them, we oil them, take care of them, but that's what those are. Outside, my favorite cooking tool is our smoker. It is by far my favorite way to make chicken thighs, chicken wings, that type thing, a steak. We did our turkey on that for Thanksgiving. It was fantastic. We have an Oklahoma Joe smoker, pellet smoker. Once it wears out, I won't be going back. I'll be switching over to Rectech, but for now, it was a gift, and I'm appreciative because, as with anybody else, free is for me. And so I am gonna use it until it just doesn't work no more. And we definitely got a lot of use out of it this summer, and I'm hoping to even continue using it a little bit during the winter. It's gonna be hard though, because when it's cold outside, you go through a lot of pellets. I also showed you another one of my tools, and that was the air fryer. I use that a lot. There's nothing quite like a hot dog or a sausage or reheated steak out of an air fryer. It just makes things better. I do bread cheese in the air fryer, which tastes like a mozzarella stick from a restaurant that's been deep fried, but there's no breading. So those things make it easy. Mason jar. So when you are making bacon and different things like that, save your bacon grease. It makes it easier to brown meats and things like that that you're cooking. When I cook oxtail, I like to brown that in bacon grease. I can't do that if I don't have bacon grease stored. The best thing to store that in is a mason jar. So I have one right beside my stove and store it there all the time. And use it frequently. I used it for my eggs this morning. Another handy tool that I use all the time are these organizers for our plastic bags. Again, plastic bags as well. I love these because I can pull them out of the drawer, take them with me, put stuff in them, and then put them back in the drawer. And I like how neat and clean they look, because I don't know about you, but the boxes would always look absolutely destroyed. Plastic gloves. I don't want to touch gross meat, and it becomes difficult to hold on to. I like using these because it just makes things easier. I can take off a set of gloves and go on about my day. A good meat thermometer. This one I like because it folds up so it doesn't take up too much room, and I don't have to get too close, especially if stuff's on the smoker. It has a light and different settings and things like that, and I can program it. Good meat thermometer, because that's how you know the doneness of meat, for safety and things like that. So a good thermometer. And then last but definitely not least, because along with my tongs, every single meal, every single day, multiple times a day, I bought more because I was using them so often, are the quarter sheet pans. So when I'm thawing meat in the fridge, it goes on one of these pans, because a regular cookie sheet does not fit in my fridge. No matter how I try to arrange it, it doesn't work. These do. That way it catches any drippings, doesn't go to the bottom of the fridge. Then if I season it, I'm gonna be taking it out to put it on the smoker, it goes on one of these pans. Those type of things. I also got a wire rack that fits on the pan. So when meat is coming off, or if it's drying out after thawing, I can put that on there and it can drip off. And then I also have a silicone mat for that size pan, so that no matter what I'm making, those pans can be used. I did start out with just a couple. I have like 10 of them now. I'm gonna be buying some more of the wire racks because I only have this one, and I need probably 5 or 6 more, because this is something now that I'm washing all the time. But it's funny how you figure out what you use all the time, and what you need multiples of once you start really cooking a certain way. Those are the items that I use on a daily, if not almost hourly basis in my kitchen. They're all great Christmas gift ideas for your carnivores, cooks, keto people, just anybody in your life that wants good ideas for things in the kitchen. I will link as much of it down below as I can, and I will be doing a stocking stuffer version of this a little bit later on in Vlogmas. But that is all I have for you today. I can't wait to see you again tomorrow for Vlogmas Day 5. But until then, have a great rest of your day. Bye for now.
It feels like I'm a kid, like I'm forever young.